all mobiles off. Any questions in Hindi or Urdu to be later? First we begin with the English questions, and please raise your hand and we'll ask.
You take us through what happened at the end there.
I think the last 4-5 batters probably were they're not probably at this platform in the finals. I think they could not handle the pressure, and I think as I mentioned in the earlier that at one point the game was in a balance, and that's when probably we didn't hold our nerves, and the England bowlers really bowled well, especially Amish Rapsol and Jenny Gunn, and even the spinners have done a good job. I think their bowling attack and the fielding was really up, and we mixed it up in the end.
It's quite disheartening, obviously. It's quite disheartening, obviously, but today's game is a big learning curve for everybody. What will you tell your girls as you walk back and spend time with them?
I think especially the lower middle order needs to contribute at some point. That is something has been a concern for the Indian team for a long time, because mostly the lower order never does when it comes to these situations. They don't really contribute much, and it's important now that everybody, it's like the fielding department. Batting is something everybody needs to do, no matter which position they go. And definitely, as you mentioned, it's a learning experience for all the girls, and I'm sure they will use this experience when they are again are in the similar situation in future. And I would like to add that it was a very brave innings from Poonam Rawat in a situation like that. The partnership between her and Harman, and along with Veda, was very important, and they really built the innings. But again, it's about experience and how you hold your how you composed are you during that situation is very important, which probably the girls weren't experienced enough to do it. But again, I would say the way they have really fought all along the tournament is very heartwarming, and I'm sure the Indian women's team has a very bright future in the coming years, and we have very talented girls. It's just a matter of holding just thinking about calculations, and keeping your cool in the middle is very important. And yeah.
In that aspect, do you think the lower middle order batters of England kind of added those runs which were
yes, because again for them the bowlers, especially I think Catherine Brunt's 34 was very crucial for them. At one stage they were 6-7 wickets down, so that her runs and later whoever came in has actually extended their total from 180 to 225. So that which we could not do. We were in a similar situation at one point. We were probably 8 runs ahead of them, and with wickets in hand, and yet the result isn't our favor. So I guess it is important that the lower middle order needs to contribute at some point. Yeah.
Have you seen a better spell from Jhulan?
Well, yes, I have seen a lot of brilliant spells from her, and she probably hasn't started the tournament well, but she definitely has ended it on a high, and that's the experience that really counts in during these matches. And I think she's a player India should celebrate for having her.
Mithali, was it when Poonam was dismissed that you started to think maybe we actually don't have this in the bag now? And can you just talk a bit about the emotions that you were feeling as you watched that collapse?
Well, I felt we were still in the game until Shika's wicket fell, because she was the last person that I thought could pull the match through, because when she got out we needed 11 runs, and that is the time I thought we may not get those even 10 runs to equal the total. So I think after Poonam, Veda was getting us those boundaries and those runs, and her partnership with Deepthi also was decent. So I think, yeah.
Mithali, do you think history affected you as well? The fact that you were trying to achieve something which India had not achieved before?
Well, we all of us knew that India has not won the World Cup before, but we also know that we can't think about history or giving it more importance, but to it's a game, and it's important that we win the game, and we need to do all that results in winning the game. And the girls were a little nervous before the start of the game. It is always with any team before the finals, but once we went onto the field and I think it was good that the girls had an outing in the middle, because for a team which is so inexperienced of playing the finals, it was a great show to curtail England for 228.
Mithali, what are your emotions now, knowing that was the last World Cup game you'll play?
But obviously, I wouldn't be happy, but as a captain, I'm very proud that I've seen the changes the girls have made to their personal individual games, and as a team how we have regrouped from the last couple of years to where the team is today, the transition and how the team has come along. It's great effort by everybody, and it's probably the last World Cup for me and Julian, but I'm very happy that the team doesn't look weak. They still look very confident, and they will be a team that every other team will be watching out for in the coming years.
Can you also take a sense of achievement, disappointing to lose, but that you weren't expected to make the final in the first place, and then also to go so close in such a tight match?
That's why I'm very proud of the girls, that we started off well. We had a couple of matches that we were defeated, coming back stronger, and unlike in 2005 where the finals was one-sided, it went on till the end, and the girls gave it all. I know it's just it happens with the best of best players and the teams, and but I am sure the girls gave their best to make it happen. It didn't, but we can always take the positives and move on.
In England, obviously there's been a great deal of investment into the women's team in recent years. What would your message be now to those back home in the BCCI?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
What would your message be right now for those back home in India in the BCCI who are in charge of the resources?
Well, BCCI definitely has been very supportive. We had the officials coming in. Every official has spoken very encouraging and been very positive the way the team has performed, because the response from the public back home is very, very positive. And I think I'm sure BCCI is very proud of the team, as I am, because when we lost the warm-up games, nobody gave us the chance that we would make it to the semi-finals, or after losing against South Africa and Australia, nobody thought we would reach finals. So a team like that has come to the finals and given a good fight to the host team. So I'm sure everybody should be proud of it.
Firstly, commiserations today and congratulations on overall tournament. Today, when Julan did well in the first innings and you were looking good in the while you were batting, did any thoughts come into your mind of a fairy tale ending?
I don't think so. When we are doing our, when we are performing or when you are in the middle, you don't really think about the end result. And you always think about what you can do next. So that can add up to your end result. There were phases where we thought that, okay, we are back in the game because the partnership between Sarah Taylor and Siva, they really build up that partnership. To break that partnership was very crucial, and the spells that she bowled has actually given us a chance to hold England, not go more than 230 odd runs. That's we decided to put them below 250, and the bowlers have done well, and I think even overall the team has done well. It's just a matter of at the crucial times we were not really thinking about what can we do better, but everybody were very nervous, and I think that resulted in our defeat. But I think the girls are sad because they gave it all in the tournament. It is but natural, and it will take time, but these girls have really set the platform for the coming generations in India, especially women's cricket or the girls, to look up to them. They've opened a lot of channels for future for women's cricket, and they should be really proud of themselves for doing that